little Boston pre-show antics raging in the simulation while we get everything dialed in. Sounding good. Wait, that's too low. That's too loud. You right there. Just a C hair above 11. Brad Delp, rest in peace. Jeff Scott, we speak your name. Rest in peace, my brother. It's always good to get a hello and a smile and to know you were welcome when you were at the Hollywood Comedy Store. And to all my brothers and sisters, hit this high note. Hit this high note in your car, in your cubicle, sitting at home in your bedroom, jerking off. Wow. I'll get to the damn show whenever I damn well please. January 11th, in the year of our Lord 2065, did some ne'er-do-well at the State Department just illegally hack their own account and say they had more than a feeling that Donald Trump's presidency ended today? They used their personal time on our government property that we pay for, and they illegally used that service to say that Donald Trump's presidency ended 9 days earlier than it was supposed to. That is insurrection. That is sedition. That is treason. Did he fart in his cubicle? That is a death penalty. I'm sorry, I get my ability to misread the law from both AOC, Nancy Pelosi's liver. No, and I'll start the damn show whenever I damn well, but I'll keep saying damn. I don't work for Cumulus. If I want to tell you that the election was rigged, then the election was rigged. What the hell's this? Not really a Genesis fan. I do like Phil Collins, the actor, not the musician. Anyways, those near to it, we're gonna get to that. We have plenty of stories. Here's the problem. If I thumbs it down, DJ Phantom will never play it again, and we will have less Phil Collins, less Genesis. Is that good? Is that bad? The future of the music that you and I loved and grew up on is now at stake, as internet providers are deleting us and our ideas and the things that we believed in from the internet, one disagreeable opinion at a time. No, literally there's nothing I can say. They've already gone through and dug through all of my MySpace. They found out that my account, Straight Edge Ballsack on Friendster, had the most friends in the history of Friendster, and now they're pissed. Anyway, pre-show antics. Those of you who are getting the show early, the show itself, you know, when the beginning starts, when you hear the theme song, that drops at midnight, Monday and Thursday. Spreaker, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music. But you get it early in its entirety with the pre, with the post, and all of the antics that are available. Where does that happen? Tell us. Rockfin, ROKFIN.com/JT. The Ray coin is jumping up. Oh my God, I almost fainted the other day. So if you want to get the entire platform's worth of content, shimmied over. Sam Tripoli, Cernovich is on there. Scotty Adams is on there. Adam Hunter dropped a new special. Whitney Webb is on there. Go to Rockfin, ROKFIN.com. You want MMA? You want wrestling? You want the best independent and free bastion, last bastion of American thought possible? Completely existing outside of the thumb-down algorithms that is the Googleplex. Bringing on the authoritarian state, where we will have to exist inside of their speech codes until Elon Musk lands on Mars, declares the First Amendment on Mars, then demands that the Earth and its countries align with Mars's free speech code, or it will be removed from Elon Musk's Intergalactic Federation. And I'm already signed up. Hit the switch. When are we going to get the Elon Musk web service that is satellite-based and supersedes all of these tech giants and completely takes the teeth out of Silicon Valley? Are we going to experience that?
I'm Anna Slayton. My education with Walden University has equipped me with the strength and tools to be the best healthcare provider I can be. When COVID-19 hit, I saw the devastation that hit New York. Nurses were needed, and I knew that I needed
Vocal fry, everybody. Are you listening?
Good. From Walden University prepared me for the challenges that were ahead.
With a degree from Walden University, you can make an even greater difference. Learn more at waldenu.edu. Walden University.
Check
education
one, check two.
For good.
Heard it from a friend who. Heard it from a friend who.
What?
Heard it from another, you've been messing around.
Sing along, you birds.
They say you got a boyfriend.
What?
You're out late every weekend. They're talking about you and it's bringing me down. But I know the neighborhood. They talk is cheap when the story is good. And the tales grow taller on down the line. But I'm telling you, baby.
I heard it from a friend who went to your ex-wife, who then combed through your social media and then found
You take it on the run.
something they made up. They sold it to the Washington Post.
You want it, baby.
And now the only way to get it removed from the Washington Post and the internet is to mow Jeff Bezos' lawn. It sounds like slavery to me. Did you get your, are you signed up on Gap? Are you signed up on Parler? WhiskeyandTheSurfer.com is where you find the show, is whenever I head over there and update it. JohnToll.net. WeaponsGradeFaith.BigCartel.com. There is a My Shopify store as well. The orders, thank you, they are coming in. Send my fat ass to the post office and make me wear a mask. Oh. Check one, check two.
You take it on the run, baby. Take along. If that's the way you want it, baby. Then I don't want you around.
How about the honk show going on where they're saying all 50 state capitals are going to be surrounded with left-wing and international agitators posing as Trump supporters, so the mainstream media and the social media companies can take that footage and demonize you? Do you look like them? Are you the same skin tone as the people we picked in this video? Do you also own an American flag? What else do we have on you? What can we do to remove you from polite society? To stop you from having a job, and a bank loan, and a place to live, and then force you into the streets, where then what? Well, at least when you're homeless, you'll be 100% COVID-free. How about that? You will not drop dead. You'll be living on the socialist state money that they give to the homeless, living in a tent city in a newly rained-out California beach. And then they're going to force every single living human being into a gross, grotesque city center, living in a complete squalor, while they seize the farmlands of the United States of America in the name of eminent domain, and they use that farmland to feed the third world, while they tax you to death, while they catalog and sell and resell and continue to profit from your carbon footprint, your carbon output, every breath you have, every thought you have, months in advance of you having it. They have it all. And if that is the way life is going to be, I'm not exactly sure. At what point in this slippery slope do we stand up for ourselves and return to what is described as a pro-human, pro-American, pro-freedom, First and Second Amendment, peaceably assemble and worship instead of existing online at your own peril? Maybe we just do an EMP and turn off all of the lights in the world. And maybe that's what it's going to have to come down to. It's Toto on Denver's top iconic rock, raging in a simulation on 106.3.
Rosanna, Rosanna, never thought that a girl like you would ever care for me. Rosanna.
This is Toto, right? Oh no! Yeah. According to our records, in the middle of a podcast, you Googled Rosanna from Toto. Is that true? You are going to get less rice and sweet potato rations. You are going to get less vitamin D, sunlight, and exercise time in the yard at your preferred Democratic Socialist gulag run by Nancy Pelosi. Pancake sitting in the studio enjoying the show. Has the show started?
Rosanna, Rosanna.
Tampa man hospitalized after setting himself on fire while allegedly trying to burn down his house. Proposed New York bill would ban body armor. You know, like bulletproof vests for regular citizens. You know how they're taking your guns away and only the criminals and the police acting as criminals would be the only ones who have guns left? And then to protect yourself, you would have a bulletproof vest so you would not be shot dead? Well, those bulletproof vests will be deemed illegal in the state of New York. Thanks to Governor Cuomo, who woke up this morning and realized that so many people had fled the state, he did not have enough tax revenue to run the state. No, we got to reopen this state. We have to reopen it right now. Everything I said was wrong. Check one. What else is going on in my world? Idiots acting like idiots online. Muting people left and right. Are you having a bad day on the internet? Don't come to my social media. I'm having a great time. And if I'm having a great time on my social media and I encounter somebody who's not having a good time, I just block you or I mute you. And there you are, just chiming off into the distance with your comments never being seen. And don't I feel good wasting your time and your breath? Do you hear me, Fred the Elephant Boy? But I feel like at the same time, Fred the Elephant Boy talking shit on my social media means that I have reached a certain level of simulated radio prominence here in the year 2065 on Denver's top iconic rock. What is going to be the song that kicks off this show in its entire beginning? That's right. Now she's gone. I heard she was gone because she sang the national anthem and chanted USA, and the pilot dropped her off. You're on a no-fly list. Do you love America? Not allowed to fly. Do you love America? Not allowed on the bus. Can't get an Uber. Can't get a job. All because you loved America, and we have deemed loving America to be a problem. And don't take it further. We will ban love. We will ban hope. We will ban the word yes. We will ban breaths that we do not at all agree with. in the all-power technocratic state that is here to bring mercantile communism and a social credit score system to the United States of America unless we stand up and we fight for ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Testament on Denver's top iconic rock whiskey and the Surfer. Are you ready? Let's go! I got a nice coffee from Starbucks and I'm ready to mosh. What else do I have? Just the love of Lord in my heart. That's right. That's right. You guys know this? Do you play Testament on every single show? Yes, I do. Talk radio owner orders conservative host to temper election fraud rhetoric. Florida man rides an airboat on neighborhood streets, according to the cops. Okay. Virginia teen killed by exploding grenade that the ATF says may have been purchased at an NC thrift store. 2 men stole skulls of veterans from a Florida cemetery for ancient rituals. They've been banned sledging? What does that mean? You can't sing Sister Sledge anymore? This is according to the Daily Mail there in the UK. Police stop people enjoying the snow up north while officers snare carload of walkers down south. Forces are accused of finding easy targets rather than dispersing crowds. At some point, as human beings, you're going to have to look around at the sum total of human beings who would love to be free versus the very, very 0.1 of 0.1% of human beings who are actually in control of that freedom. And then do something about it. Send an angrily worded letter like Lindsey Graham. Maybe you get a job like at the Capitol Police, and your job is to wave protesters through and get them closer to the Capitol.
Staying home more, so bring the gym home to you with fitness finds at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Cardio, strength, and recovery. The latest technology, including virtual trainers and live workouts. Save $300 off suggested retail on a ProForm treadmill. Save $30 on a Fitbit with 24-month store-wide financing. Never miss a workout. Save on fitness now at Nebraska Furniture Mart in Grandscape, the colony's newest destination. Some exclusions apply. Minimum monthly payments required for financing. 18% APR. See NFM.com for details.
My little girl is always getting into something. That's why we use new Tide Hygienic Clean.
OnlyFans.
Dad, I went exploring.
You look like you were in a swamp.
I was under the porch.
I was in a swamp. I was in Nancy Pelosi's freezer.
And mud and...
She had carved off my kidneys and she was selling them as a new ice cream flavor.
It's the visible and...
She took my spine and made it into a new podium and has tried to then...
Have fun. If you've got to be certain it's clean, it's got
impeach Donald Trump for the 75th time in a week. Check 1, check 2. Are you guys ready to start? Well, I guess if DJ Phantom says that we need to listen to Iron Maiden, that it is no. It's no wonder why I'm wearing the uniform of a metalhead. Oh, Iron Maiden just got canceled for using the phrase white man in a song. Check 1. Check one, check one. Sing along. Yeah, well, this is a private hill, and if you don't like this hill, then why don't you go build your own hill? Oh, sorry, we just made hills illegal. We made elevation illegal. Or you think you can look down on us? We just made that illegal, too. I gotta figure out how to do this because I have so much audio content that isn't being published that I'm thinking that a Patreon or an actual old school, send me some mail. I'll send you a USB, an error and virus-free USB for you with hours of content on it. I think that would be a perfect way to share information.
This is Steve Harris of Maiden. Tap now to listen to our Pandora story.
Okay. Yeah. Little creator action under the guillotine. What is going to be which country whose shitty government is thumbing them down and putting the knee on the necks of free people are going to rise up first? Which country is that going to be? Ireland, England, us, India, the Chinese people against the CCP? Dear God, please overthrow Xi Jinping, please. Gerald Beer there on Twitter just asked a very simple question. And you know how much we love simplicity on Whiskey and the Surfer, Denver's top iconic rock. I want simple hard riffs. I want simple hard mosh. I want the truth. And the best way to describe complexity is with simplicity. The best way to overcome disorder is with order. The only order that has been established in the known universe is the procession of 0, 1, 2, 3. Anyways, he asked the question, so if DC becomes a state, what will its capital be? It would be Black Lives Matter Plaza. Now, I watched a video where the news person was like, look at the rioting happening on Black Lives Matter Plaza right now, and then the person who was watching it live on TV then filmed the person on the news saying, look what's happening now at Black Lives Matter Plaza. Cut to people, pandemonium, haymakers, circle moshing, white on white violence, liberal on less liberal violence, people just taking cheap shots. Anyways, this dude is filming the news, lying to him, and then looks outside his own hotel window down upon Black Lives Matter Plaza, where nothing is going on except for that lying, quote-unquote, activist journalist standing on the corner doing a live hit. Everything that you're seeing in the mainstream media is a lie, is a psyop, is a pacification program to get you to lie down and accept the incoming police state run by Joe Biden's clone. Why are we allowing this? Why are we allowing certain cities to vote at 687% volume? Why are we allowing hundreds of thousands of votes that did not match signature verification nor have the legal right to be sent and no one's saying anything about it? Why am I still banned from Facebook for another 5 days? By the way, thank you. I would like to thank from the deep part of my soul, dear Mark Zuckerberg and your lizard family. Thank you for banning me from your shit platform to give me the freedom to spend more time on Twitter shit posting. That's right. Well, I was going to spend more time on Parler. That's a shit. That Parler shit the bed Freddie Jackson. But as soon as they get their own system up, just like Gab, they'll be back in the game. And then it's going to be Gab and Parler versus Twitter in the name of who's going to win the global war until Elon Musk takes the internet over. I mean, that's how I would write it. Fuck yeah. Dethroned Emperor. Sing along if you know it. Denver's top iconic rock raging in the simulation. Whiskey and the Surfer. West Key Flip Rivers. TJ Phantom throwing the ones and the zeros of the music and the best top rock hits. Who is the dethroned emperor that Elon Musk is going to take over? And why doesn't 60 Minutes tell us who that's going to be? Don't they already know? Is Leslie Stahl, John Kerry in a wig, still interviewing Nancy Pelosi? They broke this mirror. It was terrible. They pooped on the floor over here. That was bad. They left me a bad review on Yelp. They may have taken a computer or a laptop or two, if I could say that faster so you don't hear me say it. What was on that laptop? I want to know what was on Nancy Pelosi's laptop. Hair appointments. Ice cream recipes. A list of everybody who owes her money. The WikiLeaks file about her dad being a Soviet agent. That's a little weird. They said the word emperor is illegal, so I said emperor, so suck it. Can I start the show? No, I'm pulling my Hellhammer demo out of the closet right now. I heard Hellhammer is a nickname for somebody in the Lincoln Project's dick. Is that true? How many followers have you lost on Twitter? I've lost at least 300 or 400. But you know why I'm not worried about it? Because how hard is this riff from Celtic Frost? You're moshing. War didn't steal that. Shout out to two people that just made me laugh. Of course, Mr. Bob Levy, God bless you. Anthony Zenhauser at the Zen Comics says local Italian man and women's rights activist lobbies to change name of his only shirt from, quote, wife beater, unquote, to, quote, spouse smasher, unquote. No, wife beater is offensive. What is going to is Donald Trump going to be our president for the rest of our lifetime? What happens when Joe Biden takes over and we do not get a $2,000 check within 48 hours of his installation? Who is the dethroned emperor? Is it going to be Joe Biden when they install Kamala Harris? Is it going to be Donald Trump running again in 2024, even though he wins in 2020? Well, how would that be? He's president, and for the next 4 years, he just runs again.
Spilled your drink? Bounty picks up spills quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading value brand. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Pandora. If you could listen to all your Pandora music with no ads for a whole month for free, would you do it? We thought so. So we're giving you a free trial of Pandora music with 0 ads. After your trial, if you're enjoying the whole no ad thing, keep on listening for just $5 a month. One of the best deals out there for ad-free music streaming. Tap now to start your trial.
It's a rager on Whiskey and the Server. A little bit of Terrorizer with Human Prey. I guess I'll do a story from the UK if we're doing Terrorizer. Fed up members of the public are growing sick and tired of the strict lockdown and finding ways to break the rules, according to the deputy police chief, who today warned as offers in Whitby banned sledging. The seaside resorts force struck out after hearing reports people had gone to the neighboring areas to enjoy fun in the snow. Oh, sledging is having fun in the snow? Wait a minute, maybe my Sister Sledge take was right, because I'll listen to Sister Sledge and I will get nose deep in a Pittsburgh Pirates celebration. It's me, Mike Easler, Pop Stargell, Bobby Bonilla, Ken Takove, and we're all doing deep rails in the dugout. No, because we are family. Whoever bought this 8-ball and me. We're receiving reports that people are journeying to Gothland and the surrounding areas to sledge. Is that like sledding? Is sledging sledding? Well, you're not allowed to make a fucking snow angel if you're an atheist. You ever thought about that? Well, I guess we're staying in the UK with Someday Pop Jeff. No, what does Barney have to say about sledging? On Denver's South Iconic Rock, the hardest riffs and the best circle bits in the name of what's happening in the future. This is in regards to sledging, this is, quote, this is in contravention. Is that a word? Contravention? What's a contravention? I've heard of a convention. I've heard of prevention. What's contravention? Is that the opposite of a prevention? It's a contravention? You know what? I have the internet, and even though they're going to shit on me later, contravision. What does that mean? Oh, it's not controversial. I could also copy and paste it. Contravention. Control C. Come over here. You. Oh. I just copy and pasted my, I'm not going to tell you. Oh, you're going to dox me. Contravention. An action which violates a law. Don't you think the COVID contravention has been happening for far too long? Contravention, an action that violates a law, treaty, or other ruling. How do you use contravention in a sentence? This sentence is so wacky. Hold on. How do you use contravention in a sentence? Haven't I already done it? The Court of Vienna. They turned the lights off in Vienna. Can you believe the Pope's doctor has been killed by COVID-19? The Court of Vienna had treated the Celestian Protestants. Oh, now I gotta look up Celestian Protestants. Hang on, copy, C, control U. Did you look up contravention and Celestian Protestants in the same day? We're taking off your Snapchat. Oh my God. Of course it's Cannibal Corpse. Oh, coming out to Planned Parenthood. This is butchered at birth. All right. Do you realize in order to understand the word contravention, you have to then come to the history of Silesia? You ever heard of Silesia? In the second half of the second millennium BC. How big was the singer of Cannibal Corpse's neck back then? 500 BC, the Scythes arrived. Seidel, where they sent our election data through on its way to Germany, through Spain, through Venezuela, so to make sure that Nancy Pelosi is the president. Where did this happen? The first states in Silesia were those of Greater Moravia and Bohemia. I'm listening. Part of Poland. Oh. Poland just said that communism, socialism, liberalism, and hating Donald Trump is illegal. Can you believe it? And the United States renamed itself Poland Jr. And we are under a king, which is a cat named Pierogi. Look at how cute the king looks sitting on its throne. Oh my God, is that a treat? Did we give our king a catnip-filled treat? Don't you feel so good? Anyways, here's Russ with the weather. Anyways, there was a dynasty. There was German influence due to the immigrants. There they were rioting the streets. Oh. What am I looking up? Anyways, in that country, there were some Protestants, so, I mean, we totally don't trust them already. And they had tyrannical severity. Oh, no. There were Protestants, and they were being treated with tyrannical severity. I'm listening. In direct contravention of the Treaty of Osnabrück, of which Sweden, who be covet, was one of the guarantors, and Charles demanded summary and complete restitution so dictatorially that the emperor prepared for war. That's how you use that word in a sentence? And the English are just using it to talk about playing in the snow? The fuck? Well, it's one of those days, a little death. No, I heard they just took the word leprosy and they made it illegal. You now have a case of the Pelosi's. Your skin has fallen off of you. You are one giant liver spot. On Denver's top iconic rock racing in the simulation, the best thrash, the best metal, the most punk takes in the history of the future. We come to you from the best airport in Denver. From a time machine from the year 2065, it's West Key. It's Flip Rivers. Our producer is Dr. Christmas. Did you learn anything there? Do you know what a contravention is? Is it necessary? Is it unnecessary? These people just want to go play in the snow. I heard the COVID vaccine can't survive in the snow. Why would it be a problem for any of us? No, you know how the coronavirus has to live at 170 degrees Celsius in order for us to take it? So it'll stop us from having it? Which means that snow is way hotter than the temperature than they have to keep it at. Which means that COVID-19 is fake and you can't play in the snow because we hate you. And if you think that's bad, they were stopping people who had driven 150 miles to go to the fucking beach, which is way hotter than the 170 degrees Celsius they have to keep the virus so you don't get it. Down south, officers discovered 2 families in as many cars who had traveled 150 miles from Coventry to Dorset to go to the beach. The sightseers had gone from the East Midlands city to the picturesque Lulworth estate there in Dorset for their day out, only to be scuppered. Wait, for their day out to be scuppered. The fuck does scuppered mean? Copy, see? This better be better than contravention scuppered. Past tense. Sink a ship or its crew deliberately. Prevent from working or succeeding. Thwart. I gotta go back to the story. They had gone out in their private car, and the cops had pulled them over and then cut a hole in the side of their car so it would no longer work. Some police forces have found themselves waving protesters towards the Capitol. Found themselves under fire over the enforcement of guidelines despite Home Secretary Priti Patel backing their actions. Friends, Juan Allen and Rodrigo Moore, they're both 27. They got a 200-pound fine after driving 5 miles from their house for a cup of tea and a picnic. They had a cup of tea and a picnic 5 miles from their house, and the cops fucking waved them closer to the Capitol. 100-strong crowds lining up at a Black Lives Matter gets a free job at Wall Street. 100-strong crowds lining the streets of Crosby for local team Marine AFC's FA Cup title. There they were, celebrating the local football parade. No punishment metered out. Oh, here it is. Bathory couches. Bathory. 2 men stole skulls of veterans from a Florida cemetery for ancient rituals, according to deputies. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Dude, if you don't think I don't have Chuck Shoulder's skull that I just did a black mass over, if you don't think Chuck Shoulder's skull is a Nancy Pelosi ice cream flavor, the men robbed the graves of African-American cemetery to practice ancient religious rituals, according to the authorities. They also left behind DNA evidence. That's weird. That is so weird. I heard it was were they Tuskegee airmen?
About going to the bathroom in public. So we decided to sing about it.
My sweet cheeks feeling squeaky clean. When Charmin's rolling behind the scenes. Charmin TP gives me those cheeky clean feels. That ultra strong hype is all for reals. Those TP rolls got me a Charmin clean took-it. Cheek to cheek feeling oh so shook-it.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
I will not buy toilet paper unless there are air horns in the background.
Discover South Walton, Florida, the place to make memories that last a lifetime. With miles of sugar white sand, turquoise water, and 16 unique beach neighborhoods, it's no wonder visitors come back year after year. Find your perfect beach at Visit
Only somebody had a radio show in the middle of it. Could you imagine how much fun that would be? How much cocaine we would do? We're showing you no mercy because, wait, did you Google the word mercy? Then we will give you no mercy. You'll be traded like an animal. You'll be locked in a cage, in a digital cage of your own creation, unless at some point you decide not to use email and a phone and just live back in the way it was when the CRO-MAGS started. We had landlines and people sent each other mail. We traveled across state lines to Mosh, and life was good and people were happy. That's right. Maybe it's time to go back. Go so old school they can't track you. No, our riff goes dun 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 dun. That riff goes dun 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 dun. A little CRO-MAGS action, some death, some cannibal corpse. We've had it all. Fuck yeah. Two men stole the skulls of veterans from Florida. Dude, I went to a grave in Florida and I dug up the Vietnam demo and I have never moshed harder. It was the spirits who led the two men to Edgewood Cemetery there in Mount Dora. They told investigators and then right to the graves of 4 African Americans. There were 3 of them were military veterans. The 4th spent her life taking care of people. Then the men broke into the grave, stole the skulls of those buried there one December night. 2 men used the remains to practice Palo Mayombe, an ancient African religion brought to Cuba by slaves. Googling, Control-C, Palo Mayombe. I can't trust you anymore. Did you Google Palo Mayombe? And contravention? Ancestria? Oh, shit. The traditions of the Palo Mayombe. According to Neil Giardino, he wrote this in 2015 at pavementpieces.com. Got a picture here of what looked to be carvings, I guess. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
For my family, for my friends, for all those that we lost our say, this is a message, this is for you. Never forget the lonely cycle. For my family, for my friends, for those that we lost our say, this is a message, this is for you. Never forget
babies, rest in peace. Fuck yeah. What a fun show. Could you believe it? One song better than the next? In the simulation. Raging it's Whiskey and the Surfer. And if you're listening, then you are a friend of mine. You're no friend of mine. That's right. Sing along. You're no friend of mine. You're no friend of mine. You're no friend of mine. Let's go. I'll tell you right now that venues are closed all over the world, but it would only take 50 house shows per city per night. Could you imagine the genres? Punk rock, metal, spoken word, comedy. There is not enough enforcement to stop people from having house shows in this COVID debacle. That's right. And any enforcement officer who would waste their time on that kind of complaint does not have to be in society. That's right. Anyways, if you want to solve what happened at the Capitol, I got a great idea. Put, let's see, well, the first story went out at 9:30 in the morning. Donald Trump had not yet spoken. And then the first flashbang went off at 11:45. Donald Trump had not yet spoken. So if you put his speech up against the quote-unquote operation that happened at the Capitol, you would see that has been a work from the beginning, a work of fiction that now the mainstream media and the social media companies are it's using that as a bludgeon, as a tool to smash against freedom, liberty, and even the ability to talk about it. You can't talk about it, just like you can't talk about the rigged election. You can't talk about that they have 136% voting. That's right. A double shot of Iron Maiden. Good day for me to reach into my laundry pile and pull this out. Thank you, DJ Phantom. Off number of the beast. Are we literally just children of the damned? They've already abandoned the elite society has already abandoned the planet. They are already living in an off-world civilization. Left us with a growing population that cannot be fed in an economic and a climate system that cannot be maintained. In a complete consumer society, locked us in our house and then didn't pay the bills before they left. Oh, you're walking like a dead man. Did you just say what was happening during an Iron Maiden song? We found that by going through your Twitter history on the same day you looked up Contravention. And you also left a negative review for a comedy club? No, I'm pissed. No, I'm pissed. The nerve of these comedy clubs opening in the middle of a quote-unquote COVID pandemic. Do you realize the kind of ne'er-do-well right now who is leaving a negative Yelp review during a now open comedy club? And for those clubs that are open, God bless you. For those music venues that are open, God bless you. For those, everything that is open, God bless you. Continue to stay open and give us the opportunity to express our freedom in as much legal possibility as they were allowing us. Oh, well, I do have a legitimate complaint. I showed up to have a good time at the comedy show. I needed to laugh because laughter is the best medicine. Isn't that weird how in the middle of a pandemic they have basically made comedy illegal because laughter is the best medicine? Laughter beats socialism. Laughter beats fascism. Laughter beats techno-fascism. It beats communism. It beats everything. Because it's an actual physical reaction that you do not have control over. And that is the most dangerous thing in the name of these technocratic oligarchs that are here to turn you into a slave animal. Or we've always been a slave animal and we're just now figuring it out. Oh yeah, we're supposed to learn about this religion, Palo Mayombe. This guy joined it last April. For a year and 7 days, he only dressed in white. He ate all his meals on the floor. Forbidden from looking into a mirror and cannot be outside after dark. Wait a minute. I'm so fat, I don't want to look in a mirror. There's a what do they call that thing? A curfew. You can't go outside at night. He's not allowed to make any physical contact with the uninitiated. Okay, Tom Cruise. That means no handshakes. Oh, what is happening here? COVID brought the no hand. Are you telling me the one world religion is going to be Palo Mayombe? Well, now we know about it. What do we need to do to... Where's their Vatican? Let's turn their lights off. This guy is a newly ordained priest in the ancient diaspora religion brought to Cuba by Congolese Oh, I'm listening. These are slaves that were brought to Cuba.
Pandora has all the songs.
They created their own... Shut up, Pandora. They created their own religion. Hold on.
Your car or truck.
Hang on.
Make your choices and pay way too
They were probably... hold on. Brought there against their own will, sent to Cuba, created their own religion, probably against Cuba. Oh, no. Wait, are they allies?
Choose your favorite part brands and have parts delivered right to your front door.
I'm not wearing white for a year and 7 days. Dear God, the amount of sauce stains on it. What, I can't have to stop eating ribs? I can't go to Starbucks anymore? You know how fat my face would look in a white mask? Do you understand how sad that would be?
I'm a foodie, and as much as I love food, spending all day at a grocery store shopping, not my thing. So a while back, I was so excited to discover Imperfect Foods. It's an online grocer, and they sell sustainable, affordable groceries, and they deliver them right to my door. I place my order online each week,
This guy runs a bodega, apparently in Bronx, who has not yet been overrun. He sells spiritual herbs, candles, and statues of saints.
Tap now or visit...
If your religion does not have the herbs and spices of Colonel Sanders, I don't want to hear it. Did we learn anything? Anyways, these ne'er-do-wells were stealing skulls in a cemetery in Florida. It's practiced in secret. Oh, I just ruined it. I'm sorry. Using human and animal remains. It was their preference that have the graves of heroes, and that's exactly what the spirits led them to, Judd said on Friday. The two Polk County countrymen were arrested Thursday. Did I have a religion where I take the riff from Seek and Destroy? And I pump it straight into my veins. And the United States of America is reborn! Alright, that's right, James. Raging in the simulation on Denver's top iconic rock around the world with my brothers in India, my brothers in Japan, my brothers in Australia, my sisters all over the world. God bless all of you. It's the old mighty Metallica. First record. Let's just bask in the glory of what it is to be here right now. Let's go. There's an evil feeling in our brains, but it's nothing new. You know it's out to say. On our way, dying. Wait a minute, now I know why the whole squad and the DNC dressed up in all white during Donald Trump's first inauguration. Are they going to dress the same way during his second one? Yeah. Sing along, sing and destroy. Sing and destroy. What? Sing and destroy. That's for sure. We're gonna drink all your beer. Each face a count of disturbing the contents of a grave, and Burgos, whatever this guy's name is, faces a charge of trafficking in dead bodies. I heard Biden was arrested for trafficking in dead voters. Is that true? The men used the remains to build a shrine in a shed behind this dude's lake home. You get a lake home if you're part of this? I'm listening. It incorporated 7 skulls, 5 real ones, 2 plaster replicas. Yet if you don't think I'm not getting one of those 3D printers and I'm just burring illegal skulls so I can do witchcraft in my backyard. Oh, that's right. It's Kirk Hammett. All right, hold on. Is this a Common Core math program? If Juan has 7 skulls, 2 of them he bought off of Jeff Bezos on eBay. 1 contains a letter from Lindsey Graham that is going to do nothing to help you. The third one, Jerry Nadler called a myth. And 5 real ones. They were taken from Edgewood Cemetery while investigators are trying to determine where the 5th real skull came from. Why did the men need the spirits of heroes, according to TampaBay.com? They said because the spirit of a hero is much stronger than the... You know, Bo, they're trying to kill Donald Trump and take his skull. Yeah, if you don't think... What do you think, Nancy Pelosi... Do you realize that the kind of witchcraft Nancy Pelosi could do with Donald Trump's skull? That is exactly what is happening. She is going to host her own version of Hamlet in the Senate. Anyways, the spirit of a hero is much stronger than the spirit of a normal person. And also, when you have the skull of a hero, the spirit is not only stronger, but it can protect you from evil. That's right. Drink all your beer. When does James do that? It's late in the song. It's not in the middle, right?
You got another one in you! Search it! Seek and destroy! In your heart! Search it! Seek and destroy! Let's go!
This guy performed a ceremony to protect the men from spirits. Accused of breaking into the vaults, they smoked cigars and spat out rum. This is some Major League Jobu shit. That is what led them to the two men. This guy has a criminal record that in bank robbery, possession of cocaine, and grand theft. How do you find out if you're in possession of cocaine? Can I get my nose out of the evidence lockup? When the investigators obtained a DNA sample from the cigar, it matched his profile. This guy ratted on himself and told the investigators what they had done. They desecrated graves from a Korean War veteran, a World War I veteran, and a cop from Connecticut. Who else? And then Annie Faniel, who was just a good Samaritan. Right,
hey, this is Robert from Metallica. Tap now to hear a playlist of our most thumbed up live songs on Pandora.
No, dude, there's going to be a run on graves, I'm telling you. What do we need? 3 bad guys and a good guy? Fuck yeah. Of course. Off of practice. What you preach. It's always a double shot of Testament on Whiskey the Surfer. Sins of omission. Are these people's religious rights protected? Are they able to dig up soldiers in the name of protecting themselves from demons? Virginia teen killed by exploding grenade. I'm trying to blow up these graves to get all these skulls. You know how hard it is to dig up an actual grave? If I can get a fucking grenade from a thrift store, I'm gonna do it. So suck it. What? Remember the eyes watching us from the sky was God or the elders and not the deep state using my cell phone? What is the meaning of acceptance? To find your reality where you find it and just agree with it? Know that you have the tools and the strength and the fortitude to withstand all things? Florida man rides an airboat on neighborhood streets, according to deputies. Guy rode his airboat through the streets of his neighborhood on New Year's Eve, threatening to kill deputies, and they were taking him into custody. That's right. This guy's 40, riding an airboat on the streets before pulling it into a yard. That's what I call it when I bang my wife. Honey, can I pull it into the yard? No. Okay. Deputies were on scene. They said Prohaska turned the airboat on. I bet. Started to rev the engine. I get it. To cause a disturbance. I'm still listening. And mock law enforcement. Prohaska was then placed under arrest, but began making threats when deputies tried to take his father into custody. Wait a minute. He pulled into his own yard with an airboat? It's my fucking New Year's. I'll do whatever I fucking want. If that commie fucking de Blasio can slow dance with his wife while nobody's allowed in New York City, I'm taking my fucking airboat and I'm going to go through the villages and everyone is going to see my bare ass. So suck it. And yeah, there is a Trump flag 2024 hanging behind it. No, because he needs his third term. Anyways, they tried to take this dude's dad into custody. He said, I will kill you if you hurt him, unquote. He's facing charges of disorderly conduct and making threats to a law enforcement officer. That's according to Click Orlando. 3 stories left. Can I get it done under the window? No, I can. I swear. I will get it done. Listen. Or don't listen. You can head over to the Apple Store, wherever you find it. Rate, review, leave us a positive comment. It'll get into people's algorithms. Or you know what? Just send a link to your friends. Say, hey, I listened to this, and it's fucking bonkers. And you should too. We're all in this together. Talk radio owners orders conservative host to temper election fraud rhetoric. After months of stoking anger about alleged election fraud, one of America's largest talk radio companies has decided on an abrupt change of direction. I mean, this is from the Washington Post, so it's probably bullshit, right? Cumulus Media, which employs some of the most popular right-leaning talk radio hosts in the United States, has told its on-air personalities to stop suggesting that the election was stolen from President Trump or face termination. Executive issued a directive on Wednesday just as Congress met to certify Joe Biden's election. They sent this on the day they faked the insurrection at the Capitol. I'm so shocked that this is in the Washington Post.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface...
Staphylococcus is what members of Lincoln Project send to people they want to bang.
Spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.
I'll show you a hard surface right now!
Including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24
communism
spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
What makes community coffee different isn't just how long we've been around. It's how far we're willing to go in pursuit of the perfect cup. We select the finest beans and use 4 generations of roasting experience to give you a rich, delicious flavor. Look for us at your grocery store and online at communitycoffee.com.
The almighty Pantera. Cowboys from Hell. Yeah, it's domination. Am I at a Sworn Enemy show? Domination is what happens when Brian Phillips, the executive vice president of content for Cumulus, he wrote an internal memo which first reported by Inside Music Media. Cumulus' program syndication arm Westwood One will, quote, will not tolerate any suggestion that the election has not ended. Wait, what? Quote, will not tolerate any suggestion that the election has not ended. The election has been resolved. There are no alternate acceptable paths. The memo adds, if you, quote, transgress this policy, you can expect to separate from the company immediately. Oh, they're hiring? I'm telling you, this election was not rigged, even though I know I voted 45 times. The new policy is a stunning corporate clampdown on the kind of provocative and even inflammatory talk that has long driven the business model for Cumulus. It came as Apple, Google, and Amazon cut off essential business services to Parler, the pro-Trump social media network where users have found promoted falsehoods about election fraud and praised the mob that assaulted the Capitol. Where they were praising the Capitol Police for waving people towards the Capitol, for holding the door open and taking selfies. They were praising the inserted foreign actors and agent provocateurs who were brought into this operation that they controlled from beginning to end, that started way before Donald Trump started speaking. And in the middle of him speaking, Mike Pence maybe stabbed him in the back. And then the flashbangs went off. And then they found pipe bombs that were there to kill Republicans. And even though he saw 7 months of rioting during the election, this is now called an insurrection. The Abbott brothers are spinning in their graves right now. What happened to the country that we grew up in? You can go to Joe's Garage. You can go to Denton and Mosh because it was the 80s and it was cool. Since the election, Cumulus has remained silent. Well, some of its most popular hosts, to include Mark Levin, oh, the great one, Danny Bongino, our prayers go out to you as you beat cancer. These guys have amplified Trump's lies that the vote was quote-unquote rigged. I mean, not like the state legislatures had their ability to control election laws stolen from them by operatives in 6 different states to rig the vote in 6 different cities, all in battleground states. Even though Donald Trump won 18 of 19 bellwether counties, somehow Joe Biden, who never left his basement, got 10 million votes more than Donald Trump. And he will be ridden out on a rail in the name of the 25th Amendment to install Kamala Harris. Are you ready? No, I'm waiting to know what Kamala Harris thinks about Pantera. You think the framers of the Constitution sat there and said, quote, Congress has no choice but to accept the votes even if there's fraud, even if there's some court order, even if the legislator has violated the Constitution, Levin said, his voice rising to a shout. Rush Limbaugh, perhaps the biggest star of conservative talk, the great one. God bless you, Mr. Limbaugh, for saving the republic with just your love of life and your gratitude and what it takes to lead American conservatism in the name of 80 million listeners, the most listened to radio show in the history of radio, and he's still here killing it every day on the EIB. No, literally, is Rush Limbaugh not literally a rock of age? Didn't matter what was happening. That's right, we had this rock in the middle of the storm, and now he is even said to embrace Jesus, and you will get through all of this. You know what I want? I want my vote to count. I want to believe in elections again. I want to be able to have a conversation with a relative with a political disagreement and still love each other at the end of it. What do you want? Well, here at Whiskey and the Surfer, we have no boss other than whatever my wife tells me to do. Anyways, it's from the Washington Post in a super long article, so it's probably fake. According to BizBack Review, last week a New York State lawmaker introduced a bill that would ban the purchase of body vests with anyone not affiliated with Antifa law enforcement. Forest residents who already owned a body vest but were ineligible to own it relinquished theirs to authorities. My business is 3D printing bulletproof vests. And for $7 million, I can 3D print a suit that will turn you into Megatron. No, I will turn you into a Transformer. You are going to need to have the protection of a Mack truck to survive in these streets. Person is guilty of the unlawful purchase or possession of a body vest. When he or she, knowing, only two genders in this, I'm so offended! Knowingly and unlawfully purchase or possesses a body vest, as such term, is defined in subdivision 2 of section 2070.20 of this article. Quote, this section shall not apply to active law enforcement officers or those whose occupations require the use of body vests. Why is the guy who is giving me the COVID-19 vaccine standing behind a lead vest? New York penal law defines a body vest as a bullet-resistant soft body armor providing a minimum standard and level of protection known as Threat Level 1. Threat Level 1 is a good band name. Thank you. If Joe Elliott laughs, then obviously this show is good. How far are we into this right now? Hold on. I got hour 23. Carry the one. 6 more minutes? Can I do 6 more minutes of show? I have 1.5 more stories. I cannot wait to feel your love tonight. Little Van Halen, everybody, raging in the simulation of Whiskey and the Surfer, Denver's top iconic rock. Let's go! That's right! Oh, David Lee Roth just got canceled for a lyric he wrote in the 70s. Back to this body vest. I just 3D printed a samurai sword-proof vest for David Lee Roth. Under the bill's draconian rules, any ineligible New Yorker caught with a body vest would face a Class A misdemeanor the first time, a Class E felony the second. We take your guns away on the third one. Current ineligible owners would meanwhile be granted 15 days to give up your armor. 15 days to slow the spread, 15 days to count the vote, 15 days to bring in communism, and 15 days to turn in your shotgun, even though Joe Biden told you could own one. But begging will not stop us from taking your Second and First Amendment and the Constitution from you. Tampa man hospitalized after setting himself on fire while allegedly trying to burn down his own house. According to Fox 13 News, they're in Tampa. This guy's 51, hospitalized with serious injuries after burning himself while trying to set a home on fire early Sunday morning. How did this guy do? It's 5:40 in the morning. He throws a bucket full of accelerants into the home. It ignited, exploded, and set him on fire. Oh, no. No, I was begging the fire department to put me out, but then they Googled my political affiliation and found out that I had voted to defund the fire department. Not because their primary color was red and because Donald Trump used red, and I was triggered by it. Anyways, when they showed up, they would not put out this fire. Canine units trying to find Massa. Police say the trail was lost after he got into a vehicle and drove away. The residence not set on fire. No occupants were injured. Massa's description, including his injuries, was broadcast to all officers. An officer working extra duty there at St. Joe's detained him when he showed up at the facility with obvious injuries. On Denver's top iconic rock. I can't wait to feel freedom in the United States of America again. I can't wait to no longer use the internet or a cell phone in my regular waking hours. You mean I could just decide to do it and then it would no longer be a problem in the surveillance net?
Can't wait to feel your love tonight.
Black Lives Matter. Now is the time to take a stand and amplify every black voice in every community. The NAACP Legal Defense Fund is an organization that has been fighting for racial justice in black communities for 80 years. Tap now to support the NAACP Legal Defense Fund and be a part of ensuring Black Lives Matter.
Raging in the simulation, it is the almighty Kiss. Shout out to Gene Simmons, who's probably on a treadmill right now.
You show us everything you got.
That's right.
You keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You say you want to go first.
Check out Paul Stanley's kid's new video. Bryan Cranston's in it. What the hell's going on? Who set the simulation for awesome? Let's open up America.
You keep on shouting. You keep on shouting.
Sing along, you nerds.
I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night.
Oh yeah.
And party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. You keep on saying you'll be mine for a while, but boy, you're looking fancy and I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You show us everything you've got.
Oh no.
Baby, baby, that's quite a lot. And you drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night, right? And party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night.
I hit my damn VMix button. I see that I'm recording, but I don't know how to stop the recording. Oh no, I'm gonna have to Google that. WhiskeyandTheSurfer.com, JohnToll.net. Thanks for listening and being a part of the show. Thank you for taking the time to sit here and enjoy your reality with my reality here in the spirit of our Lord from the year 2065 as we save America one rock riff at a time. 2 shows in a row, I can't do it. This is the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I will turn up... God, they're making me work overtime? I don't even know that the show's still recording. Check one. autograph action, everybody. We'll get out on this. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for taking the not infinite breaths in this current physical reality and spending them here with us. West Key Flip Rivers, DJ Phantom, and Dr. Christmas raging on Whiskey and the Surfer, Denver's top iconic rock. You're moshing. Yeah. We do it every day. 2 days a week.